Okron hine unyumeni nara bijawo Mirisantin hine wabodi nara kutuo Okron hine unyumeni nara bijawo Mirisantin ine wabodi enina utuwa kase okron ine yumenina rakutuo Mirisantin ine wabodi enina Anase esio ohine eyewo no medibe mawo kase ogwama ufata Anase esio ohine eyewo na medibe mawo misi ogwama ufata we give you glory, Jesus. We worship you today. We worship you today.
My name is Jacob Aminano, the country director for GIMAT Volunteer Network Ghana. I'm also a teacher, so a chemistry teacher, and it's all about the use of sports for social change, mainly addressing issues on drug abuse, streetism, educational gap for both male and then female as well. And then we are using biology of the girl child as a tool to address issues that are affecting our young ladies in high school, tertiary, and other places, to address the need of educating them on their sexual health, on gender-based violence, among others. This is to empower them for the future. So this is what we do at GIMAT Volunteer Network.
Child to coordinate with them?
Yeah, GIMAT Volunteer Network uses sports, and mainly we concentrate on the guys, on the men. Yeah, so in collaboration with our current biology of the girl child summit managers, Fortune, at that level, yeah, she came in with the idea that what can we do for the ladies? Therefore, the biology of the girl child summit, which we are using to address, in collaboration with sports, to address the needs of our young ladies in our society and in community, to help them develop themselves and get ready for the future.
So you came in yesterday, you witnessed how biology of the boy child summit went. What?
Yeah, it was amazing because we know we are dealing with biology of the girl child summit. Yet yesterday, the guys were quite furious that what are we doing for them. So we came up with the biology of the boy child summit, which we address one of the pressing issues among the youth, which is drug abuse among the youth, and sexually transmitted diseases among others. So I think from going forward, we are definitely going to have the biology of the boy child summit, as well as the biology of the girl child summit, in addition to what we do with sports.
So today is the main focus, biology of the girl child. What do you have for us?
Yeah, I know we have in stock quite, huge or in-depth, knowledgeable people on the topics we have chosen to talk about, to come around. So there's going to be, all range of, individuals with expertise in health, in a reproductive system, in, empowering, motivating, and all aspects to motivate and, encourage these young girls to become the future leaders that we want them to be. Yes.
Your last words, please.
Yeah, we are entreating everyone to come around to support, and all we are saying is that at GIMAT Volunteer Network, we want to help each individual to develop the means of volunteering, helping. What are you giving to your society? It's not about yourself. We need to learn as Ghanaians to volunteer, to help others in your own small way. I believe we have all seen Bastard Boys and what they are doing for Ghana. It started very small, so I believe in our own small way we should volunteer to help our community, and then Ghana will become a better place. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We hope to be
Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana Jerusalema.
Aspiring educators and commitment to nurturing the next generation of teachers.
Excited to be here. I don't feel your energy as speaker for more. Get up on your feet. We are all excited to be here. This is the much anticipated invite of the year.
and all the authority of this institution. We also thank you for the variety of the Royal Child Fund, the facilitators, and everybody who was participant in today's program. Father, we thank you for the lives of these young ones. We are about to start. We invite your spirit to be here spiritually, speak through us, and physically, we will also do our part. Father, at the end, when all is set, we will raise our hand in the end and give you glory. We ask this to your Son, Jesus Christ, who lives and lives in the heavens, one God forever. All shall say amen.
It's your own. Listen, if we had been back way earlier, we would have said that she's a contact. After we completed over 20 years now. Yeah? So let's welcome the first of our own head girl. And to introduce the third person for this August operation. The first of the time, biology of the
the chairperson of this occasion. She's our own senior house mistress. So ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, let's welcome Madam Miriam Alida.
I'm very grateful that I'm here to stand in as a chairperson for this program. We are all grateful for the old students to organize such a program for the young SCH. As you all know, when adolescents reach this stage, there are so many things they will do to harm themselves ignorantly. So there is the need for us to educate them to go forward, not to harm themselves. We don't want you to be vulnerable, and so we are here to educate you. On this note, let us cross our fingers and watch as the program unfolds. Thank you. Also,
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. I'm ready to go. All right. The first speaker for today's summit is a dedicated obstetrician gynecologist with a strong commitment to advancing the medical sector under the community hospital in Accra, Ghana. Madam Chair, his medical journey began after completing OSCS in 2005. He went on to study medicine at the American University of Science and Technology, graduating in 2012. In 2010, the overall best candidate in obstetrics and gynecology. He's also a proud member of the West African College of Science. Just 2 weeks ago, girls, 2 weeks ago, he graduated as a Master of Public Health with distinction from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. Outside of medicine, he's an avid football enthusiast and a passionate supporter of Chelsea. He is a proud company in the house of fun. If you are behind ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the star of the Sunday night, Dr. Richard Bailey.
and also to interact with you and mentor you. Okay, we are so glad we are back again. For me, if you are not able to take anything from the courage or the absolute belief that you are not at that place, the people who have been here and able to get to this level, you can equally do the same. Okay, I don't think being a secretary is a disadvantage. In the past, that was the option. I remember when I finished my BEC, God being so good, I did quite well. And I noticed the computer system was not it wasn't around. So you just have to make 3 choices, and then based on your academic performance and some few other factors, you are given a school. So I got admission to one of the best, or should I say one of the top schools in Cape Coast. But at the time, my father had unfortunately passed, and it was going to be difficult to even get to the secondary school. Luckily for me, I had an uncle who was willing to help, and he happened to work in the mines over here. So he called me one day and said, yes, I thought the relationship was alright, but looking at the circumstances, having to move from here to Cape Coast every now and then for PTA meetings and all of that, you would prefer I rather enroll in the water sector. I'm happy to tell you that direction I take. If you look at that from community, at least I can tell from the time to now, and what I see. Now, I know this is something I'm doing now and then. Recently, I realized you guys from the second relationship program, right? And I'm told you what they want in the yes, that's a new class. We are so proud of so I want to remind you, you are not at the wrong place at all. You can make this, doesn't matter where you find yourself, if you are intending to make it, you make it. Okay? So this is just my way. So, talk to you about the menstrual cycle, and then some selected reproductive health issues, which we feel every one of you should know about. And I'm so excited to do this because, especially with the menstrual cycle, so well to us. In my clinic, I've had a lot of instances where you have very little fighting or battling fertility. When it comes to UK history, we conduct the history about the investigation and we find no abnormalities. We go into the history and realize that the only problem is all stems from the fact that at the beginning, nobody really explained them how the menstrual cycle works. I had a couple recently, last year, who have been happening for 3 years, moving from one hospital to another. And they came and I listened to them and I realized that, as I said, the only problem they had was the fact that they were not having sex at the right time. They didn't really know when the fertile days, and what the fertile days were. So I started now doing the menstrual cycle and took my time to explain them when it is fertile and sex. And so I believe that this is a very, very important point that all of us here must be addressed with. So this is very sorry. I think this is crucial for us to look at because to be able to appreciate the menstrual cycle very well, you need a little bit of some anatomy and physiology of the human body. Then with teenage pregnancy. So by the end of this presentation, I expect that you will be able to identify the various parts of the female reproductive system. To know how to protect yourself and make informed decisions. As the chairperson said, the teenage period is one of the crucial periods in our lives. I love interactive sessions, so probably I should come down because as and when the need arises, I will be indulging some of you, asking you some few questions. Anatomy of the female reproductive system. What are the components? When you hear of the female reproductive system,
Please, the fallopian tube.
Fallopian tubes. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for her. What again? What comes to?
Please, the vagina.
Great. Let's put our hands together for her. And we didn't want to soil ourselves, involve ourselves with anything negative. So I remember in one of our biology lectures classes, we were looking at human anatomy and physiology. And our tutor at the time was talking about mentioning the terms raw like that. Vagina, penis, sperm and all of that. And then you come to you, when was the last time you had, what do you call it? When was the last time you had, is it bed wet? No, not bed wet. Night dream or something. And I was so uncomfortable. But looking back now, I feel that that was the right time for him to have taught us that. In Ghana, and actually in Africa, a lot of us shy away from sex education, but it shouldn't be so. So just feel free, if you have to mention anything in its raw form, mention it.
Please, the cervix.
Service, thank you so much. Any other?
Please, the uterus.
The uterus, great. This table. Anybody to add? When you hear of the female reproductive system, what comes to mind? Or they mention all the things you wanted to say. Okay, so that is great. So all the things you mentioned are correct. So we have, first of all, the external genitalia, or the vulva. Okay, so what you see externally, before you go to most of the things you mentioned, we call it external genitalia or vulva. Then we have the vagina, we have the cervix, then we have the uterus. The uterus is the same as the womb. Okay? Then we have fallopian tubes, and then finally the ovaries. Do you think the brain is part of the reproductive system? It's a yes or no answer. Do you agree it's part of the female reproductive system? Who wants to answer that? Anybody to try? Anybody to try? What do you think?
I think it's a... Before anything happens in the body, is a man that processes everything. So before anything happens to the reproductive system, is a mind.
Great. Put our hands together. This is really part of the reproductive system. But physiologically, by way of how the reproductive system works, the brain is the main control. Okay? So, the mons pubis is the outer lip. Okay? Then we have the labia. Okay? Then we have the clitoris. Then just from 1 or 2 centimeters below the clitoris, we have the urethra. Then you have the vaginal opening. Okay? Then of course you have the hymen also. These are things we know already. I'm just going over. Then internally, you have first of all, the vaginal canal. So what you see outside is just the opening to the vagina. But the vaginal canal itself is deep. Okay, it's about 7 to 10 centimeters in length. So that's what you see. You see the upper portion over there. Then above that, you have the cervix. The cervix is more like an entrance to the uterus or the womb. Then you have the uterine body, the uterus itself. You have the uterine cavity. Okay, and the uterine cavity has a very important structure which will be very relevant for this presentation. We call it the endometrial lining. Endometrial lining or endometrium. Please keep the name because we'll be making reference to it every now and then. Then we have the fallopian tubes, the right and the left. Then we have the ovaries on either side of the uterus as well. Now this is how it appears in real time. I took this picture when I was doing surgery for one of my patients. So this is how the uterus looks like in real time. It looks bulky over here because I've just taken out the baby, and so the uterus was still quite big. But a non-pregnant uterus is just about the size of my fist.
A few words the doctor can take over.
Thank you very much. Hello. How are you all? I think it's a great pleasure to be considered part of this program. The day that I was called, and the day you called me as we speak now, I haven't cited her. When you meet, I will say I don't know her. So please, my lady, where are you? The one who called me. Thank you very much for the honor. I will take this for granted. I'm so grateful. I wish I could spend the day with you because I made your day. And being a woman, I love girls. Unfortunately, I have only one girl and boys. And you can imagine, the lady is a mother to the boys. And that is how we are. And today, I want you to have this thing that I've said about women. I mean, girls being mommies or mothers to our brothers. You have to have this at the back of your mind. That as you are growing, see yourselves as mothers. As women of substance. If nothing at all, learn from Esther, who set herself aside, made sure she clothes herself, worshipped God, so that when it was time for King Ahasuerus to get a new bride out of the lot, it was Esther who was chosen. It was all because, right from the scratch, Esther set herself aside. And the favor of God was upon her. So as you sit here, please, right from now, tell yourself that you will set yourself apart. You will walk with God, and God will favor you when your time is due. So I leave you in the hands of God to carry you through life, and it shall be well with all of you. God bless all of you.
God bless you. See, Jamaica, thank you, Pastor, as well. Give me that.
Okay, so in real time, this is how the uterus appears. Okay? So you will see, if you look at the size, this is the fallopian tube on the right side and then the left side. They look slightly engorged because this was a pregnant uterus. Okay? But for the non-pregnant uterus, the fallopian tubes are very thin. Okay. There are other structures there, but I don't think they will be so. Of course, we have the ovary on the right side here. There's another one on the other side. Okay. Yeah, you see the fallopian tube better here. This is the right fallopian tube. Okay. Down the ovaries, another very important structure. Now, if you look at a cross section of the ovary. This is how it looks like. If you cut the fallopian tube and the ovary from top down, this is how it appears. So you have the vessels, the blood vessels, you have the artery, the red one is the artery, and then the blue one is the vein. Then you see these rounded structures. We call them ovarian follicles. Ovarian follicles. They are contained in these structures called the ovarian follicles. So if you look closely, you realize that in the center of each of the follicles, you see this pointed structure here. That's the egg. So within the follicle is the egg. Let's take note of that. Why do you think we should study the menstrual cycle? What is the importance? Why do we want to know about the menstrual cycle? Anybody want to? Anybody? Do I have some science students here? Where are they? They are here. Okay, so let's see. Can you try? Why do you think we must study the menstrual cycle?
We must study the menstrual cycle to be able to adapt to changes in our body during this stage.
Great. Let's put our hands together. To be able to adapt to changes as and when they occur. That is perfect. Any other?
To know your safe and unsafe days.
To know what?
Your safe and unsafe days.
That's excellent. Let's put our hands together. So she said, to be able to determine your safe and unsafe periods. That's very, very, very important. Somebody wants to contribute from there. So all the things he said are another contribution, right? To avoid unwanted pregnancies. Let's see that one. Good. I guess all these people are signing it, right? Okay. You are doing well. So all the things he said are perfectly correct. So the first thing that helps us to determine track our fertile days for pregnancies and at the same time for prevention, especially for you. And then it also helps us to pick abnormalities. If you know what is normal, it is only then that you can determine when the abnormalities come up. And then it also helps to promote awareness and makes you confident. If you see any change, you don't panic. You know this is supposed to be part of my physiology, so you don't panic. Okay? So these are the reasons why we must know the menstrual cycle. Now the menstrual cycle is supposed to happen every month. Every month, all things being equal, you are supposed to have that cycle happen. Sometimes because of disease conditions and some other problems, it may go off. But ideally, every month you are supposed to have your menses and the other processes follow. Okay? And it is controlled by very important hormones. It's controlled by very important hormones. There are a host of them, but these are the key ones. So we have 4 of them. The first one, FSH. FSH is follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone. Then we have LH. LH is luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone. I'm sure that's good. You are correct. I'm looking for the structure. So that structure is called the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. I'm sure you've heard it before. Yeah, so these 2 hormones are coming from the anterior pituitary. We have the anterior pituitary and the posterior pituitary. Specifically from the anterior pituitary. Then we have the other 2 hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone are produced from the between 9 years and 15 years, thereabout. But on average, most people experience it around 11 years to 13 years. To develop breast in 3 years, you haven't had your menarche or first menses, you should be worried. The reason is that the natural law is that first of all, your breast will develop, followed by formation of or development of hair and the pubic area and then the armpits. That's the second one. And the third one is what we call the growth spurt. The growth spurt. So suddenly you realize that you have suddenly become tall. The final thing that is supposed to happen is the menarche. So you start with the breast development of hair in the pubic and the axillary areas, then the growth spurt, then following the growth spurt, you have the first menses. And from the time you develop breast to the time you have your menarche, should be within 2 years. So if you understand that you have had your breast development for 3 years and beyond, you haven't had your menarche, there could be a problem. It means that you have to go to the hospital for attention. It means that if I'm counting my cycle length, I'll count from today till the 7th of September. Please, do we get it? Yes. Now, the cycle length, on the average, most people will have 28 days. Most people will have a 28-day cycle. But take note that it could also be as short as 21 days, which means that every 3 weeks you have your menses. It's also normal. And it can also be as long as every 35 days. So it differs from one individual to the other. Some will have every 30 days, every 29 days, every 26 days, and all of that. Anything between 3 days and 7 days is okay. Anything between 3 days and 7 days is okay. So I've had a lot of patients walk to the consulting room and say they are worried about their menses. Why? Because recently their menses is flowing for just 3 days. But 3 days is perfectly fine. If you have anything less than 3 days, then you should be concerned. But 3 to 7 days is okay. Then ovulation. Ovulation is supposed to occur 2 weeks or 14 days to your next menses. If you subtract 14 days from it, how much do you have? How much? 16. So it means for you who has a 30-day cycle, your ovulation is going to happen on the 16th day. Okay? How about someone who has a 32-day cycle? If your cycle length is 32, when is ovulation supposed to happen? Day 18. Day 18. Good. Then how much blood should you lose during your entire bleeding phase? How much blood should you lose? So if you are bleeding for like 5 days, when we put all the small amount of blood loss together, how much should it be? Okay, it's about a quarter of the Fanta bottle. If you have more than 80 ml, it's too much. If you have something sort of 30 ml, that's also too something. And all these things, they have reasons why they are happening like that. And most of the time, we have investigations we do to ascertain what the problems are. Now let's do the menstrual cycle proper. So we have 2 components. We have the uterine cycle and then the uterine cycle. So there are some processes happening within the ovary and some other processes happening within the uterus. And these processes are well coordinated to ensure that a woman is able to reproduce. Very soon we'll go into those processes. So for the ovary, these are the things that happen. We have what we call the follicular phase. Okay? Then you have ovulation, then the luteal phase. For the uterus, we have the menstrual leaking phase, what we call menses, and then the proliferative phase, and then secretory phase. Just click on the link.
It produces estrogen. One follicle will soon begin to amount of estrogen in your body also ensures that the lining of your womb thickens with nutrients and blood. This is so that if you do get pregnant, the fertilized egg will have everything it needs to grow. The ovulatory phase begins with a rise in the levels of luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone. The surge of luteinizing hormone triggers one of the most prominent follicles to pop open and release its egg, which heads into the fallopian tube and starts its journey towards the uterus. Ovulation usually occurs 16 to 32 hours after the beginning of the surge, around day 14 of the menstrual cycle. During the luteal phase, the levels of the luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone decrease. The ruptured follicle closes after releasing the egg and forms a corpus luteum, which produces estrogen and progesterone, which causes the lining of the uterus to thicken even more. If an egg is fertilized, progesterone supports early pregnancy, but if no fertilization occurs, the corpus luteum will break down between 9 and 11 days after ovulation. This results in a drop in estrogen and progesterone levels, bringing us back to the first stage of menstruation if no pregnancy has occurred. Thank you for watching this video. Please watch my other videos if you would like to make the menstrual cycle asymmetrical, marking the follicular phase.
Yes, yeah. Good. So this is a pictorial representation of all that was said in the video. So if you look at it very well, there are two phases. The follicular phase, which is the first half of the cycle, and then the luteal phase, which is the second half of the cycle. And in between, you have the ovulation. Now, we are using a typical 28-day cycle here. If somebody has a 30-day cycle, for instance, the story will only change that much. The only difference will be the time for the ovulation. So, for the purposes of this, let's use the 28-day cycle. Now, if you look at the follicular phase, right from the beginning at the top, you see follicular development. So the follicular phase is basically about follicular development of the follicles. So right from the one, FSH is secreted from the brain, and FSH goes to stimulate the ovarian follicles to begin to grow. And what usually happens is it recruits about 5 to 20 follicles every month. About 5 to 20 follicles are recruited. And out of these 5 to 20 follicles, only one of them will emerge as a dominant follicle and undergo ovulation. The rest all die off, and this continues every month. So you realize the FSH level is a little high from the beginning. Then, along the line, as the follicles develop, they secrete estrogen. Estrogen is secreted from the follicles. And what estrogen does is that, first of all, it goes to the brain or sends a negative feedback to the brain to tell the brain to reduce the secretion of FSH. Because we no longer need the follicles to develop. We already have the follicles recruited. So we need the negative feedback to recruit the FSH. And at the same time, it stimulates the uterus to start increasing the thickness of the uterus. There's a very crucial event that happens. We call it the LH surge. Sudden rise in the LH level. Now, if this LH surge doesn't happen, you see the red hair. If the LH surge doesn't happen, ovulation will also not happen. It's a very important event. These days, when you go to the pharmacy shops, there are test kits that you can use to check whether you are ovulating or not. Now, after ovulation, you see these yellow stretches. You see the structure just after the ovarian follicle that has undergone ovulation. They call it the opus luteum. Opus luteum. Opus means body, and luteum sputum is yellow. So they are, and they are also so pushy now. What they do is that they produce progesterone and estrogen, and mainly progesterone. What progesterone does, if no pregnancy occurs, then the whole sputum will begin to disintegrate, and then the progesterone will go down, and eventually will break down, and then your next menses will start. In this cycle, this is basically the cycle. What do you think will be the most fertile day? Anybody? So for the sake of time, the most fertile days are 5 days before ovulation and about a day or two after ovulation. 5 days before ovulation and about a day or two after ovulation. The reason is that during intercourse, the sperm is able to stay within the neutrals in the fallopian tube for about 5 days. It's able to survive for about 5 days. The egg, on the other hand, is only able to survive for just 24 hours. Okay, so try to be very active with sex. Please, are we getting it? Now, how do you know you are ovulating? What are the signs of ovulation? So, we have basal body temperature changes. So, if you've been tracking your body temperature every morning, you realize that between your fingers, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that before. Then we have mid-pelvic or abdominal pain. You have a sharp pain, sudden sharp pain, either on the right side or the left side. And this usually doesn't need medications. Within a matter of hours, it goes away spontaneously. Around the time of ovulation, so your sense of smell, sense of taste, and your vision will improve significantly around the time of ovulation. So this is what I speak about. The cervical mucosa is how it looks like when you are ovulating. It comes very. Now, having discussed the menstrual cycle, let's now look at a very important aspect of the menstrual cycle called the premenstrual syndrome. So it starts in the luteal phase. When the menses begins, then you start having resolution of the symptoms. Okay, and it happens in a lot of people. About 75 to 80% of women experience this at some point in their life. But clinically significant PMS occurs in just about 20 to 30%. So it means that clinically significant PMS is the one that is severe enough to take you to the hospital. Okay, so it means that most of us will have a milder form of PMS. Just a handful of people who have the severe form. And very soon I'll take you through the symptoms. Now, about 3 to 8% of people who have a very, very severe form of PMS. We call it the premenstrual dysphoric disorder. In fact, for this one, sometimes we actually have to involve the psychiatrist and sometimes put you on antidepressants, medication for depression and anxiety. Okay? So let's now look at the causes. What are the causes of PMS? The exact cause is unknown, but we know of some contributory factors. So for instance, we know that some fluctuations between estrogen and progesterone can be a contributory factor. Then there's a hormone called serotonin. Serotonin is one of the happy hormones. When you have high levels of serotonin, you are always head. As if you have indigestion. When you have headaches, you will have fatigue. You can have acne flare. Acne is pimples. So around 1 to 2 weeks before your menses, you suddenly realize you have a lot of pimples on your face. And when your menses begins, it begins to go down. Then we have joint and muscle pain, changes in appetite, food craving, constipation, and diarrhea. Now, how do we treat this? For the most part, you don't even need to go to the hospital. You just need to modify your lifestyle a bit. So you need to do regular exercises. eat healthy diet. By healthy diet, I mean eat diet that is low in salt, reduce your caffeine intake, reduce the intake of sweets, okay, a lot of candies and all of that, reduce all of that. And also yoga and meditation also help. Now, when you have a severe form of PMS, sometimes you have to go to the hospital and you need to put on some medication before you go. And as I said earlier, sometimes it becomes so bad that we need to go to the psychiatrist and put on some medication to help you. So, why do you need this help? So we are saying that any period classes more than 7 days or shorter than 3 days, you need medical attention. Especially if it's for 2 months, 3 months, and it's always less than 3 days or more than 7 days, you need to visit the doctor. Interrupt your daily activities. That will also need some attention from the doctor. And if you don't have your period by 15, or if your period has gone for 3 months and beyond, that's also a cause for worry. You may have some underlying pathologies that you will have to look at. If you bleed between your periods, so if I start your menses, you are waiting for the next one to come. Just 1 or 2 weeks after the menses, you start bleeding again. That is also abnormal. Attend to the, go to the hospital for attention. So the last thing I want to talk about, because of time factor, I wouldn't even want to talk about this, but teenage pregnancy is also another worrying public health issue, and I think that we should look at, we should discuss it. The problems associated with it are not limited to the girl alone. Okay, it extends to the family, the community, and sometimes it can even affect national progress. So globally, between 2015 and 2021, approximately 30% of adolescents give birth before they are 18 years old. Annually, approximately 5 million girls between the ages of 15 and 19 years become mothers in developing countries. Additionally, 3.5 million abortion care of this age group. Abortion are 3.5 million. So you are not careful, you seem to be thinking that teenage pregnancy is not happening. A lot of the teenagers these days are very smart. They get pregnant within the first 1 to 3 months, they go and get an abortion. Now, about 50% of all global teenagers occur in sub-Saharan Africa alone. And that is very serious. And it's for obvious reasons. The main factor underlying pregnancy is mostly poverty. We have 50% of individuals who are never pregnant. So if you do the maths, 100 of something else, maybe if you take something else, 1 of them are pregnant. And that's also very worrying. Over 5 billion, how many billion pregnancies among girls between 15 and 19 years? That's a big number. So it means that the number every year, if you divide by 5, you are getting about 100,000 thereabouts. So it means about 100,000 girls are getting pregnant. Between 10 years and 40 years. About 30,444 girls are getting pregnant. Poverty, as I said, low education, early marriage, lack of access to education, as I said from the beginning. In Africa, we shy away from sex education. We haven't developed awareness about sex for contraception. A lot of our girls who are doing abortion every now and then actually will have to be put on contraception from some family planning. But most of the time, a lot of these girls don't know where to access these services, and that's a huge problem. And many teenagers, as I said, unsafe abortion. They go and see some women in the community, they give them abortion abort. And that also has a lot of implications for your fertility. A teenager in big bed, the child or baby will die within the first 1 month. Okay. What are the social consequences? So shame that teenage pregnancies bring to their family. They will prefer to engage the man's family and get married to the man, even though they are still young. The mental health take care of you and take care of your baby as well. And that is going to be a huge burden. And if you are not careful, your baby is also going to continue the same way. It's a huge problem. As I said, that child becoming a teaching mother and their children will also we need to understand. We are not adults, we have to understand. And the primary reason why we are here is nothing else. Okay? We are not here to have boyfriends and girlfriends. We are supposed to focus on your roots. When you need to go to the tertiary education, you want to have boyfriends. Abstinence is the key. Then you need to set personal boundaries. It's okay for many of the boys, some of them are risky. It's okay to have little friends. But make sure you have boundaries. Then contraception. Abstinence is the key for me. So I take home messages for you. So we are saying that teenage pregnancy can compromise a young girl's developmental opportunities. There are so many opportunities ahead of you. If you study very well, take good care of yourselves, there are so many things awaiting you. But you can within a short time, just one decision you take can destroy all those opportunities. So please, you are here, as I said, you are here basically to study, and that should be your primary focus. Otherwise, you destroy your life just by having one sex and destroy your future. Then, as a teenager, the last thing on your mind should be pregnancy. In fact, I should rather say the last thing on your mind should be sex. Okay? The last thing on your mind should be sex. It should always be your books and nothing else. Then think of the future, or you get failure. Okay? So your focus, yesterday I was happy when Apostle spoke about having a clear vision. So you should have a clear vision. You should have a mental picture of what you want to become in the future and pursue that. Okay? Yes. So don't let boyfriend, girlfriend stuff distract you. Then lastly, every teenage pregnant girl deserves a second chance. In the event that we've done all the education and yet they still go and get pregnant, as mothers, some of you become mothers in the next 10 years, the next 15 years. You already have mothers here. If your teenage daughter gets pregnant, if you don't want, would you cut her off? You cannot do that. So you need to show them love, okay, and guide them. But that will not be the end of the world. I've seen a number of teenagers who got pregnant. At the end of the day, they delivered and came back to school. And some are doing even better than some of their colleagues who never got pregnant. So each of them deserves a second chance. The stigma, the rejection, isolation only worsens their situation. So I believe that if we are able to guide them very well, give them the needed social support, most of them will be able to realize their dreams again. So thank you so much. This will be the end of it.
She came and never want to came. Only for us to return her yesterday. Then I saw her. Auntie Rita, who is this woman? Who is she? Then she, oh, she's the head of it, head of science. What's her name? I wanted to confirm. Then she mentioned her name. Then I got to know. Mother, all the professionals you have. Madam Dorothy, we love you. Please don't kill us again, we beg you. Let's appreciate it. That's a clear for you. Oh, she could dance. She could really dance. So, Osikani, this fine gentleman, told us that he wasn't coming here because of any of us, but rather he's coming because of Osikani Ekia. Osikani Steven, where are you? There he is, we love you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, and then now we're going to in a bit. Later, we have one of us teaching you here, right now. One of the objectives of this service is that we let you know the caliber, the portfolio of a Singapore through the walls of those centers here to who they are. One thing I noticed from the beginning when Doctor was presenting, and I loved it, about 80% of you were noting and jotting things down. That was brilliant. And of course, some were also those up. So you listen. We are ready for our life. Listen to this. She is a dynamic, passionate, and charismatic minister of God whose life and ministry continue to impact individuals and communities both in Ghana and beyond. In 2005, she is a renowned person with commitment to preaching the undiluted word of God and her fervent intercessory prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a remarkable fruit, notably founding the Disciples of Christ Ministries, a thriving church with 4 branches across Southern and Central Ghana. Her academic training is as distinguished as her spiritual one. She holds a Master of Theology from Trinity Theological Seminary, a Master of Governance and Leadership from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMAT, a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Presbyterian University College, and a Diploma in Theology from Winners Bible Institute. A visionary leader, she has seamlessly blended her spiritual calling with entrepreneurship. She is the CEO of Lava Group Limited, Managing Director of Disciples Group of Companies, founder and CEO of Disciples Bible Institute, and the list goes on. A woman of prayer, power, and principle. Help me welcome with a standing ovation, Apostle Lillian Kuma Asigiza, her presentation as the life coach for this major Broadway Summit and Singapore.
Each and every day we are becoming better than we left it, and we celebrate them. We thank God too for the facilitators of this event. We thank God especially my lady, our own lady fortune, Mrs. Adenbo. We thank God for the life. My colleagues, God bless you. I know all of us are busy, but it's because of the importance of this event. That is why we are doing everything to be here. So, we thank God for their lives, and I'm so proud of God that we have doctors and nurses and and it's really good. I think Osai will be for, but we will have to pick. And we are going to challenge the movie Kenya and Kenya. Aha, we are going to cycle and share our fact. Let's natural. Amen. No one is going to teacher. So we celebrate our lady. So we thank God. But one of my first born is part of you, but she's going to complete. Yeah, so some of us are kids. And my second born is first year. Aha, so it's two. And also please support that pay attention to every little thing we are telling you. Some of these things I wish I knew when I was here. I wish I knew. I wasn't that different, but I was not that serious. I know myself. Amen. Yes. But thank God for blessings and loving kindness. That's why we are here, and at least we are counted upon. And I just want to talk to you briefly about overcoming obstacles. Listen to me and listen to me. In this journey of life, crisis, challenges, difficulties is inevitable. In this part of life, especially when you are aiming to make impact, especially when your own is geared towards success, greatness, and happiness, believe me, you will surely encounter challenges in life. You can't stop it from coming, but the only thing I can let you know is how to handle them when they come. If you think I'm lying, ask Jesus. 40 days fasting and prayers is still recruited and betrayal. He still has to go through the cross and die a shameful death. And Peter, he still died. If you still don't believe that, ask Moses. Then after 40 days and 40 nights, he only came in to throw down the commandments. Yeah, I can go and ask Joseph. He was a good man, a very good king, a gentleman who was taking care of his people. Bitterness to overcome him, he still went ahead to become a good supervisor. He was the only resource he gained from being a good guy was to spend 14 years in prison. Listen to me, I just want you to know that sometimes bad things happen to good people. We encounter that we even think they are meant to bring us down is actually our preparatory class. The thing that we think is meant to put us to shame, it is the Lord that is orchestrating all of them for our good. That everything that is working, the ugly, the good, the bad, the dislike, the unpleasant, they are all working together for our good. Country, what you will encounter in the journey of life is not always even the devil that is succeeding, but it's just your process to become the very person God has destined you to be. Fear of taking grace is grace itself. Life itself is grace. We are It's better to live for Lord. All than to die for nothing. Come for this. It's better to die for something than to live for nothing. Forward and backwards. Forward and backwards.
Let's go, Petro.
You go out, use the backdrop, and then a picture will be taken, and then you come in. Please, when you are done, you are coming back because we are going straight into facilitation. So please do that. And Apostle Lillian Kuma, life goes for the sorry, 2005 class. Yay! So right about now, I think I can call you Apostle's mom. That's Apostle's mom going. Mommy, we love you. Thank you, Papa. Yes, thank you for coming. Now we have to get our facilitators who are seated among the groups who are for music. So I invite the facilitators. They will come and sit with you. Where we are going to is to discuss 5 prominent topics at the group level: vaginal hygiene, menstrual hygiene, who is a classy lady, what is in the ladies' bag. We are looking at all of this. And so the facilitators will come and sit among you and they will discuss when we are done. We get one of you to come and do the presentation. Are we getting it? We have to do this. How you have sat, how you work from the commentary here. I have a lot of questions for you. So let's do this straight. I'll invite the facilitators and then
bias in the end. So those time, now that toothpaste, and Nico, it's Diana, you also, Laura, Laura.
I mean, my parents have to have strong sense, strong the mouth the reason being that when you choose a strong-centered family wash, it is going to irritate the vulva. The outer times you may
so many YouTube you can search and get up to use. And yet now, being a secular and yet grooming is a good total appearance of the person. An example is nail trimming, caring for your skin, oral hygiene. All right. It encompasses the rules and norms that governs how individuals interact with each other in social settings.
Thank you. Ushers, we are supposed to be pasting the normal cards in the room. So please, if you can hear me, working on that. Speaker.
So our teacher is Madam Denise. And then the classic is someone who is with good morals. And then
again. So as students, say end of semester, if you're here, it shouldn't be the end of what? Our life. SCH Massive, they are analyzing what am I going to do so that I will also come back again. I always tell my students, when you are picking a friend, you have to pick someone who can help you to learn. Not anybody, but someone who can do what? Help you. That defines a classy lady. Then we have, according to the same family.com, we have to is someone who is brave to take a decision, who is bold to take a decision. Today I'm going through this. Today I am rich. But when tomorrow comes and I become poor, what am I going to do? May nothing, may shame, may remain poor. No, as a classy lady, as a woman said. Support my presentation with some comments. Let's hear what people say about classy ladies. So, for Roosevelt, he said that women, we are like tea bags. We will not know the powerful we are until we take us to hot water. Yes, yes,
Just
that's what Sister Mavis did. So we skip this one. Alright, so the external aspect of being a lady. The first one has to do with your appearance. So it says, before you open your mouth to speak, your appearance from head to toe should scream classy. How do you have to look? I didn't hear you presenting on that. How do you have to look as a lady? Anybody to help me with that?
Are you using phones? So your sockets have all been slanted. So please, our time we're using both sides. And I doubt if it's still in the system. But then, find a way of pressing your clothes. So those times our parents used to tell us, fold there. Like a show. And that's already. Hold your uniform and you're brushing your teeth. And the toothpaste stains your dress or something. Now I'm asking you how you say. Fine, I want to get your tickets small. When it dries up, those are drawn. As a class lady, you don't wear stained clothes. So keep that in mind. And then you know the occasion, and then you dress accordingly. You're going to the beach. One was just later. Sister, why? Auntie, madam, why? So know the occasion, and then you dress appropriately. You are going to church, then you go and wear night wear, a sleeping cloth. So maybe I don't be please, you don't when you enter the bank mostly, and then you are in a cap, they ask you to take your cap off. Do you know why? Because there are cameras around and then they need to see your face. So don't enter a hall that has cameras and then you're wearing something to cover your face. And then you wear this dark glasses at night. Some of sunshades, don't wear it at night. And then one important thing, don't show too much skin. When we say don't show too much skin, yes, it's a mini skirt. You all know it's a mini skirt. And it's short. respect yourself by walking away. The senior Bibiana will be cool. But it's not everything that deserves a reaction. Sometimes just walk away. Okay? Why wouldn't say what this person is doing to you is total disrespect? But try and do what? Walk away. You earn a lot of respect from others. When you know what is done, and then I have a little one here. So I actually have 2 tissues in my bag. Okay, so I have my one, then 2. And then I have a gun. I have a hand 3. Hey, where does she like?
You start wearing them, right? Okay. So be reliably informed and be educated. You can only wear this when you have visited the room before you have bath, before you are going to whatever you are going to go. You see that line strike that you have? As you are walking, it is rubbing from your anus to your vagina. So sometimes you may take good care of yourself, go and use the closet, clean it with, an antiseptic, whatever. But still you will be suffering from candidiasis. And you wonder where that is coming from. You are always wearing this. If you don't do that, if you don't visit the closet before, then it means after you are wearing it, you want to visit the urinal, you want to visit the loo. What happens? You finish cleaning your anus, yeah? But still you wear it. That movement of this is not static there. It will start shifting. You are walking. There's movement taking place. So the more you are walking, the more you are getting the movement. You see the slipper I'm wearing. What do we do? A classy lady is supposed to walk with poise. You don't drag your feet. And then immediately you start from the entrance. Everybody gets to know that fortune is the one coming home. You walk and then you lift your feet without dragging it. You see when you wear slippers and they are not your size. You see the sound it produces? Yes. How do you sit? Are you supposed to cross your legs? Can we get a chair here? Quickly, let's get a chair. I need one of you to come from the last end. One girl from the last end. Please come. One girl, we don't have time. Look, I like that. Please be running for me. Let's walk here. Awesome. Awesome. And when we are done, you all try that. Now, why did you change your sitting position? Why did you change? Dear, please hurry up. So, she's coming to sit, and then we see how we are supposed to sit. This is a chair. Look at what you are wearing. Yes, sit down. Great. You've seen how she has sat? And then she has crossed the leg at the base. It is not so, how we call it, health-wise, to cross your leg up like that. Two things. If you are in a short skirt, you are raising your legs and then exposing this part of your thigh. Unless you are in a long trousers or a long skirt. Even that, medical doctors will tell us that the more you do that, for so long on another one. So you're not supposed to do it. Down at the base. Great. Look at what she has done to the hand. You always go like that. Good. You are talking to your teachers. You go talk to your teachers. Then you are putting your hands at the back. Your hands are moving in your hair. You are, oh my goodness, no. You have no business doing that. You hold it like that. Like that. Do you understand? Now, see how she has sat. Because of the uniform you are wearing, this is how you are supposed to sit. I wish I could get somebody whose phone is bigger. When you get a little system, do your time like this. So begin to sit well. You don't sit, whether you are in a flat head or whatever. You have no business sitting down and then folding it. I say this, you have to carry back in the house. I get it. So you sit and then you cover it. You spread it nicely on your thigh like that. You don't fold in between your thighs. Are we good? Thank you. The final thing. Let's have a clock here. A quick one. So we're coming to take you through something. Remember, we're still looking at the external traits of being a classy lady. Can I get another microphone for Philippa? So let's go. Good morning, Philippa.
Good morning, oh.
That's the first one. You've noticed it, right? Okay. Philippa, good morning, oh.
Good morning, oh.
Now our clock is going off. And listen. Vivi, good morning.
Good morning.
You saw the differences. One of them, you've got to be elite. You have no business greeting someone who are in school, who are representing an elite. The first one, I am we are good to go. D-A-N. M-A-D-A-N. Madam, love yourself. From today forward, you have no business mentioning madam. Where do you come from? Madam, you enter into an office. Madam, good morning. Whatever the person is doing, you are forcing the person to lift their head and look at you. But you enter, Madam, good morning. Hey, I will not waste my hair. Remember, you need an attention. So it's for this, Madam, good morning. Sir, good morning. Madam, not Madam. When you are showing all the different sets of your teeth, it was surprising to know that all the women I spoke to, listen, all the top women I spoke to, including the APD manager, she told you I've never met her. But immediately I placed the call through. Hello, Madam. She responded, hello, Madam. So it tells you that there's some sort of endlessness. You cannot attend school and then behave anyhow. Let's do it. Good afternoon, Madam. I can't hear your voice. Good afternoon, Madam. So from today forward, you will not see my wife say, Madam, Madam, you are not going to be happy. Madam, so whatever she is going to listen. The final thing, you speak English. Girls, what did I say? Speak English. Say it again. Speak English. From the beginning, I told you that what's the time I've always been a person. Then 79 books, all the heroes that I have to speak to, said come into Bofua and come into class. These men put a call, and the first thing they are telling you, hello, am I speaking to what? Then I'll position myself. And you so first, to set your question. The fact that you are teaching you mathematics in English, science, English, geography. How many of you read the Bible in church? You will agree with me that sometimes, that she will be so strong that if you want an explanation and read it for another way, you pick the English Bible. So what I'm saying, you focus and express yourself in English. I am a Nigerian. I am not saying I'm not but my point is, so what if we are teaching you in English, you focus and express yourself in that. Do we understand ourselves? Hello? Yes, that's all. Okay, that's it. So, get the rock. And I'm the rock. Yes. Let's take our rock. Yeah. Let's take our rock. Yeah. Let's take our rock. I will now invite the chairperson to just give us a little something. Yes, the senior house mistress will now join us. Continue with the round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, this program has truly been enlightening. On behalf of everyone present, I extend our gratitude to our Dr. Baby, our Apostle, Madam Lillian, Kuma, and all contributors for your insightful presentation on biology of the Delta. Today we have a deeper understanding on the physiological and developmental journey of every Delta. I believe young girls now appreciate your complexity and then your journey through your biological experiences. You now understand yourselves well, you have confidence, and then you also have informed choices. Let us all help our young girls to access accurate information, to develop themselves well. On behalf of all present, I thank you all for your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will take a word from Osikani Honorable Dora, and then he will have to tell us what the global president wishes to let us know. He completed 1979. 1970, where were you girls?
Escafo. Please, I want to ask the president, pray for your energy, pray for the fire, pray for the exuberance. I have a confession to make. Some years ago, I applied to become the headmaster of this school because we wanted an Osikani to head the school, at least for the first time. I came for the interview. I was asked a series of questions, administrative, finance, everything. Then came the bomb. What is your vision for the school? You know what I said? I said, Madam Chairperson, if I have a chance, I will gradually reduce the female intake in the school and to withdraw all of them and restore the school back to the old boys' days. And Madam said, you are not a good man. I'm saying this because now I have realized the presence of the ladies in the school is a welcome. We have lost people like Fortune, right? People like all the beautiful ladies around here who have helped us today. Look at you. I've been at the robotics center the last time, and when those people came to perform, I was asking myself, are these people from Sete? And they said yes. Clap for yourselves. After confession, what happens? Penitential. You have to go and say more Mary 20 times and those things. Now, a lot has been said today. I've enjoyed the program. I've been here since 9 a.m. All the things that we've taken through, you may not see the immediate benefit now. When you have gone out of the world here, and then you get married. A lot of marriages are collapsing because some of our women did not have the opportunity to receive such a wonderful training. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Personal hygiene, the way we talk, the way we sit, and all that. So my plea is that take everything that you have been advised so that your life will be a good one for all of us. And I'm proud to be honest with you. Thank you very much.
This program was part of the TS Network. We have the country director here, and he says it's been a long day. So please turn and wave at me at the far end. Yes. All across the country and even beyond, we have a scaffold. People have to donate for us to do what we have done. We've been able to distribute over 800 sanitary pads to you girls. We've been able to distribute over 800 dental flosses to you. We've been able to refresh you 2 different snacks within the day. Girls, let's give it up for all our donors. And for all Esika on the global page, all non-Esika anybody who did a thing or two for us to speak over 4 hours. The God of my Father bless you. We'll take the first prayer and out from there. And now let's go back to Mr. Akmapo as
rising up and they are here. Father, we commit them into your hands. Traveling license, represent you the driver. Father, take care of you as you drive us back to our destination. When we have departed and lost in somebody did to us, and it is time for us to give back to them. Lord, we are praying that all we have told them will not be at the back of their ears, but it will be so that Lord will walk through it. And at the end, they will see they have been very successful because of the program. Lord, we also pray people who put their hands in their pockets and thought us and money for this organization. Father, we are praying where they put the money from and home. Bless their handmaid of job. Whatever they are doing to get money, Father, bless them. Anybody who has hands in this, we commit that person to you. Continue to shower your blessings upon us. This is not the end. We are planning to go to a lot of schools in Ghana. Father, we pray. Let it come to a company. And when all things are set, we will come together and give you glory and honor. For this, we ask through your Son Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with you, one God, forever and ever. Amen.
Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze